Creatures of the undead subspecies, the living dead, have a pre-established rule in their existence. It can be revenge, cruelty, can be punishment and encouragement, and can be a thirst for protection. The latter, however, happens very rarely, but usually the motive of protection is the brightest of the motives of existence of the undead. However, a particular species perverts and distorts even this, becoming the tireless guardian of the treasures gained during life. And this species is called a mummy. What does a mummy look like? Immediately we should determine that experts distinguish between two types of mummies, Egyptian and young American. There are no fundamental differences in the behavior of these creatures. Both species protect the places where they were buried, along with their riches. What differs is the external appearance of these mummies. The South American ones are primarily dried-up human bodies with unnaturally distorted limbs, more like ghouls. But what the average person thinks of at the word mummy, a huge creature wrapped in bandages and fueled by the power and will of the ancient gods, is the Egyptian mummy. Actually, the distinction ends not only in the appearance of these creatures, but also in their habitats. While the Egyptian mummy is often a solitary creature, the sole guardian of an ancient burial site, pyramid, the South American mummy is not found as a single specimen. Usually American mummies guard their burial site in numbers exceeding dozens. The abilities of mummies. Because of the difference in the number of creatures in a single burial differ in their abilities. American mummies are crushed by numbers and are strikingly weak, their limbs brittle and easily broken. Of course, to kill such a creature is very difficult, but even a child can break its jaw, or rather beat it off. But rarely do you meet these mummies as a single specimen. Egyptian mummies are solitary and possess truly enormous power. There is an opinion about their further classification depending on who the mummy was in life. Pharaohs, strong, hardy and fast, can even command the ghosts of former subordinates for a short time. Priests are not as strong and hardy, but they have knowledge in the secret arts and can command the world around them. And the last species is defined by the bodyguard mummies. These creatures indestructible, during life they were the guards of the pharaohs, and they remained so after death. True, bodyguards are slow and clumsy, it is not difficult to escape from them. Origin. Doesn't need any special introduction. Over the body of one who is destined to become a guardian of the tomb before mummification, a special sacrificial ritual that prepares the body for a future existence as undead. Only after that did the priests proceed directly to mummification. Mummies are very peculiar creatures. They never leave the limits of their burial on their own free will. However, if something is stolen from the tomb, the mummy is able to travel a long way without distraction to punish the thief. If the item was given to someone else, the mummy will know about it and will pursue the new owner of the stolen item, and after catching him, will simply kill him. Mummies are often mistakenly attributed the ability to absorb the souls of their victims. This is a misconception. The undead are able to draw the life force, but not the soul. In general, both types of mummies are extremely rare. For unknown reasons, archaeologists were only killed during excavations at first. Now that the former glory of the rulers of antiquity is again known to the world, these creatures have found a kind of solace, since the things were not stolen, but taken to glorify the leaders of antiquity. Perhaps it was this interpretation that saved thousands of lives.